welcome to another video of Raye and Gale UK vlogs, and I'm so sorry that I haven't posted for a long time, but I hope I can make it up to you with this video. So it's another video of 100 things to know about collection. So this time we have 100 things to know about the human body. So it looks like this, and in the back is some other facts. So on to the first fact. The first fact: you're taller in the morning than you are in the evening. There are flexible discs in your spine that become thicker or thinner depending on your activity. They are thickest after you've had a lie down, making you a bit taller. The bones in your spine are called vertebrae. Between the vertebrae are called rings called intervertebral discs. These contain squashy gel that cushions impacts and allows the spine to move smoothly. After a normal day, most people spend the day standing, sitting upright and walking, because during the day sometimes you don't use the bed unless you're unwell. Gravity, the force that pulls everything down to the ground, presses the vertebrae together. This squashes the discs between them. After a night's rest, most people lie down in bed overnight. Lying flat relieves the downward pressure on the discs and allows them to expand slowly into thick rings. When you get up in the morning, you are up to 1.5 centimeters, which is 0.5 inches, taller than when you went to bed. The second fact: your blood is made inside your bones. Most of the cells in your blood only live for a few months, so your body needs to make a constant supply. Blood cells are created in bone marrow. Ever heard of the food bone marrow? A soft, spongy tissue that fills spaces inside some of your bones. A red bone marrow, where blood cells are made, inside your femur, thigh bone. Yellow bone marrow contains mostly fat, so a red bone marrow is where the blood cells are made. That's why maybe it's red. And the yellow bone marrow contains mostly fat. Red bone marrow creates a steady supply of undeveloped cells called stem cells. Each stem cells will grow into a particular type of blood cell. Red blood cells help carry oxygen around your body and carry carbon dioxide away. White blood cells help the body fight infection. Platelets help your body clot by sticking together and forming a scab over a cut. All these cells are carried into a watery liquid called a plasma. The new blood cells enter your body vessels to travel around your whole body. Fact 3. Your eyes are full of tears even when you're not crying. Your eyes need to stay moist all the time, so they produce a steady stream of tears. Crying is what happens when you produce more tears than normal. Tears stop your eyes from drying out or getting dirty. So tear fluid is made in glands above your eyes. It spreads out over the front of the eye, forming a thin protective film. When you blink, tears are pushed through two tiny holes, which is like, the red things in your eye, like here. That's like where the holes are. And into a tear duct that drains out through your nose. Sometimes you sniff, when you cry, because it drains out through your nose. When you cry, you produce extra tears. Your tear ducts overflow, causing tears to spill down your cheeks. There are two types of crying tears, which is reflex tears. When something nasty gets into your eye, you produce loads of reflex tears. Onions contain a chemical which irritates your eyes. Reflex tears wash away that chemical, soothing your eyes. And another type of tear is emotional tears. The tears you cry because of pain, sadness, or joy are called emotional tears. They contain hormones, and even painkillers are not found in reflex tears. No one knows how it works, but these tears do seem to help cheer people up. Fact 4. The language you speak affects the way you sneeze. Sneezes and coughs are examples of vegetative sounds, some of the first noises newborn babies make. You can't stop yourself from making them, but you can learn to control them a little, so they often sound from person to person. They can even be affected by the language you speak. The sound people make as they sneeze is especially variable because it's such a complicated process. So here's a process. Step 1. Sensors in your nose detect dust and other particles and alert your brain. Step 2. Your chest expands and your lungs fill with air. Step 3. Then your throat closes, increasing the pressure in your lungs. Step 4. Suddenly your throat reopens and your chest contracts, creating a powerful rush of air to force out the dust, which causes you to make a chew if you're in England. Sneezing protects your lungs from harmful substances. As the air rushes out, you can also make your vocal cords wobble. This creates a sneezing sound. As a sneeze passes through your vocal cords, you can alter the way it sounds. You can make the sound louder or softer. You can vocalize the sound. Without thinking, many people make their sneezes sound the way a typical sneeze is described in their native language. So if you sneeze in Italian, you sneeze like a C or a key. I'm not really sure because I'm not Italian. So English is achoo. Filipino is haching. Japanese is hakushon. And Russian is apachikahi. Is a long one. Sorry if you're Russian, that's really sorry. You probably can't wiggle your ears. There are some things that almost everyone can do with their bodies, some that only a few people can do, and some that no matter how hard you try are practically impossible. Which of these can you do? Most people whistle, go cross-eyed, and click their fingers. Even if you can't click your fingers, you could probably teach yourself. Rolling your tongue is different. If you can't do it naturally, it's very difficult to learn. I don't know what that means with rolling your tongue, so I can't do it. Or maybe. Try writing the number 6 while moving your foot clockwise. I tried doing it and I couldn't. It's quite hard. Your brain finds it difficult to do these two things at once. Raising an eyebrow is hard to master. Did I do it? Only 1 in 10 people can wiggle their ears. I can't wiggle my ears, even if I try. You can't sneeze with your eyes open. The muscles controlling your eyelids tense automatically, so no one can do that. You can't hum with your nose plugged because air has to come out of your nose. That's true. The next fact is optical illusions. It's about optical illusions. So optical illusions are tricking your brain, not your eyes. Optical illusions are images designed to trick your brain into seeing something that isn't really there. Because of the way your brain works, even when you know the trick, it's almost impossible to train your eyes not to see the illusion. Okay, my class really likes optical illusions, and they have like books about it. So, look at these two circles. The left circle is sticking out and the right circle is pushing in. Or is it the other way around? It depends how you look at them. Different people see different things. The truth is that neither of them is really sticking in or out. They're just flat, two-dimensional 2D pictures. There are bumps. No, they're not. They're just pictures of bumps. From years of experience of seeing the real three-dimensional world, your brain automatically sees the darker patches as shadows. It's almost impossible to make your brain see these illusions as 2D drawings. So the next optical illusion, can you see dark dots appearing on top of the yellow circles? I kind of see them, but whenever I try to look at them, I just see yellow circles. So the next optical illusion, do the two red squares have straight sides or curved sides? Because of the circles, it kind of makes it look like curved sides. But if you have a ruler, you can see that the edges or the sides are actually straight. All these 2D pictures are playing tricks on your mind. Are these balls up in the air while these are on the ground? Well, I'm not really sure. Look at the grey lines. Are they parallel or not? Try to force your brain to cope with two conflicting ideas at the same time is hard work. Find a ruler with a flat edge and you can check that these lines are really parallel, even though they appear slanted. The next fact, blondes have more hairs on their heads. Each of the hairs on your body grows through a narrow passage called a follicle. People with blonde hair usually have more follicles and hairs on their scalp than people with hair of other colours. The shape of a follicle decides whether the hair will be curly or straight. A tightly curved follicle causes the hair to be very curly or coiled. If the follicle is slightly curved, the hair will be wavy, like blonde hair. A straight follicle produces straight hair, so if you have a black hair, it might be straight. The typical number of hairs per head varies with their colour. So if you have red hair, you have about 86,000 strands. If you have black hair, you have 100,000 strands. And if you have brown hair, you have 110 strands. And if you have blonde hair, you have 146,000 strands. That's a lot. So the last and final fact of this video about the 100 things to know about the human body book. A single hair of hair could support a small army. Hair is soft to touch and can bend in any direction, which is true, yet it is incredibly strong. The secret to its strength is its structure and the tough protein chain inside. Inside a strand of hair is made out of loads of tiny cables that has even tinier cables that hide tinier cables still. So it's like a cable inside a cable inside a cable, etc. A full head of hair, on average, has about 100,000 strands. They are made out of a protein called keratin, which forms tough, twisted chains that are tightly bound together. Keratin can stretch and bend like a spring without breaking. A single strand of hair can support 100 grams, which is 3.50 ounces, or OZ, the weight of a bar of soap. altogether, that means a whole head of hair could support around 10 tons, the weight of around 100 knights in armor. Wow, that's a lot. Well, it could be depending on their weight. So this lovely book is an Osborne book, and actually there's loads of other pages, but the ones that are shown to you is is most of the interested facts that I really like in this book. I already read it, but I really want to read it again because it's so interesting, and it's all about the human body. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video of Raye Ghail UK Vlogs. And bye! I hope you see more videos soon. Thank you for watching.